Hey, welcome back to Daily Hope. Do you ever have a time where you think, Lord, if I was you and I had your goals for the world, I would go about it this way? I'll admit that I have times that I feel that way because I have such a burden for the church movement that we're a part of. Our first location, we've filled up. Our next location's growing. We're working on construction for our third location. God keeps reaching people online. There are times when I think, God, if someone would give us just millions of dollars, we could literally, we've got about 5 suburbs around us that we just know if we had the money to build the buildings and the money to staff them, we know that God would fill them up with people because we just see what he's doing at our other ones. And there's times I think, oh Lord, there's people in the world who have hundreds of millions or billions of dollars, and man, what we could do with just 100 million, we could reach tens of thousands of people. It's like a guarantee that it would happen. And it's like, God, so why not just send us that amount of money? So I'm giving you an insight into the way that I pray because I just see the harvest is so plentiful. The workers are so few, and God's given us an amazing movement. Our resources are big by some people's measure, but they're small compared to the whole world. And I sometimes just think, God, why wouldn't you just entrust more to us so we can do more? Well, when I have thoughts like that, I have to remind myself of passages like Isaiah 55, verse 8. Now, it's good that I'm praying that way and I'm telling God what I'm thinking, and maybe he'll use those prayers so that someone puts in their will or estate plan, or they just give a massive gift and we're able to do that. That would be a miracle answer to prayer. But listen to what God says here in Isaiah. He says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." In other words, and I don't mean this to be demeaning, and I don't think God means it to be demeaning, but it's almost like when you're working with a 3 or 4-year-old, a 2, 3, or 4-year-old, they're super cute. But there's certain things their brains just can't do. Spatial reasoning, advanced mathematics, long-term planning, even an awareness of how long a minute is or how long 5 minutes is. And there's times as a parent or a grandparent, if you're dealing with a 2, 3, or 4-year-old, that you say, I love you to death, you're the cutest little thing, but your thoughts are not my thoughts, my ways are not your ways, and it's a good thing or you wouldn't be alive, okay? In the same way, God is that much and more above us intellectually. And even though we have some reasoning capacity, his thoughts are not our thoughts, and that's a good thing. His ways are not our ways, and that's a good thing. His ways are so much above. And so what does that mean? We can trust him. And when we think, God, why are you allowing this to happen in my life? Or why are you not doing these things? Why aren't you stopping war? Why aren't you ending genocide right now? Why aren't you ending malaria around the world? I don't understand all those things, but I don't have to because I have a God who's good. He will resolve all those things. I can trust him that he will. And until then, when I feel like I'm in conflict with what God's doing or not doing, I can remind myself of Isaiah 55, verse 8. My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. So let's pray that his kingdom comes, pray that his will be done, but submit to him and surrender to him as we throw all that we have into his kingdom work. He will do the building of his kingdom in his way, and he's going to take care of you and meet your needs in his way as well. I'll see you tomorrow for more Daily Hope.